Welcome to Speed Force Racing. We're doing a kind of official practice, but not official, because we just want to have a chat as well. So we're just opening it up. We've got a few new drivers as well, just having a little practice with us. Joined by Lord JB, Jack. How you doing, Jack?
I'm alright. I'm just inviting Josh, seeing as your invite didn't work. Thought I'd just put that on the internet.
There we go. Me dodgy invites again. How you doing, Josh?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. So we've got the final race coming up this Wednesday. Thoughts on that, Josh? Since you've kind of improved massively over the season, I think your early performances probably have limited your title challenge. So
Yeah.
do you think you're going to be better suited for season 2?
Yeah, I hope so. It's going to be interesting with Techno and Ram and Vaj on Wednesday. See what happens between them two. But yeah, I'm looking forward to season 2 in terms of hopefully pushing for the championship.
What's your best moment of the season?
Probably say Mexico, the race win. Thought I had a really good race and dominated it really, so I enjoyed that the most.
Go on, Jack. You're quiet, mate. Where are you?
Oh, I was staying quiet so I could laugh at what he was saying. Just, you know.
Because you're nice like that.
I've really started getting going and getting good results.
Yeah.
How about you, Jack? You joined mid-season. How would you say your season went?
It's going alright. I think the last since Malaysia has been a bit of a downhill spiral. I've not been doing well, and I've known I've been able to do better. Yeah, I think season high is always going to be Austria, as it was my first race coming in and getting a podium. As my first podium ever in a league environment, and I just felt happy. I felt brilliant, and I nearly cried when I actually got the result, which was pretty funny. So, yeah, I just I feel like the season's gone well. I feel like I've seen the steward enough times, so I don't need to see him next season. I just think, yeah, I'm hoping that GP2 kicks off, and I'll hopefully be more competitive there. As you know, the Prem drivers are too bloody quick.
So, going forward, like we've got the new season, which is starting in about a couple of weeks, I think. We've got GP2 on Tuesday, which is the four assist one, which you're a part of, Jack, and me. We're racing in that. And then
So
Wednesday you've got the semi-assist. You won't lap me, man. Honestly, because I won't even. I won't even make it round lap 4. I'll be in the wall.
Should we get going on the?
I have seriously bad form at the moment. Is Chopper got an invite?
Chop isn't coming till 8:30.
Yeah,
send
for the
send him an invite
race.
when we get in there.
Has he got one for
I'll
the
send
lobby?
him an
Then?
invite now. I'll send him one now.
I sent him an invite for the party, but Fletcher now partied as soon as I left to give my internet a break.
Right, okay. Yep, he's just got an invite now, so he can go.
Oh, I just thought, how about we ask Adam what his favourite moment of the season was?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
God, that's an interesting one. I'd say
So
probably
most of it
your
you've been spent watching
third on the grid in Spa. That was quite, because I couldn't believe you did it,
Not
Jack.
my third on the grid in Brazil when I span out on my own.
No, I didn't catch that race though, did I?
You'll have to watch back my footage. Oh wait, I've not posted it yet.
Right, here we go.
No,
Some poor driving
Spa
on
was
display.
great. I'm happy, but you know what? I should have probably said that. Spa race was probably the best. Actually, no, the Austria race was better for me because I actually had to fight back, didn't I?
You enjoyed Monza as well, didn't you?
Oh, I loved
remember you saying.
Monza. I never wanted that to end until I pile drived it into a wall for some reason. I was doing so well. I love that track.
I think the best race to watch, like on the streams, I think was
League
Japan.
versus league.
No, it was Japan. with
Oh,
Noah and
what?
Ram.
You mean
Noah
because
and
me
Ram
and
going
Decadent
at
went
it.
side by side and killed each other?
No, Noah and Ram's battle. That was a good battle. That was.
I didn't watch that because I was too angry.
It was a good one.
I think
Adam.
League versus
It
League
was.
was pretty good, if you ask me.
Yeah. Wonderful, Jack.
I'm going to change my answer, actually. I've just remembered. Classics Monza. I think that was my best race. Because it was my highest position finishing.
Well, what did you get?
And I had to battle people.
What did you get at Monza, Jack?
Second.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I was behind Gamey. I just couldn't get out of the battle quick enough. Right. Over the commentary now, it's just dissolved into people trying to work out what they're doing with their setups.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So what's your aim for season 2, Jack and Adam, for GP2? What do you want?
I want, at one point, I want to be leading the constructors.
Constructors.
Yeah, that.
Do you want to get a
that-
race win?
Yeah, a race win would be
I'd love a
awesome,
race win, yeah.
Hamilton's left.
Hamilton's left. No idea why that is, but you know. What was your best
So-
race, Adam, to have commentated on?
Ooh, I think the 100% it was interesting. It was very long though, but to talk for that amount of time, that was quite interesting. So I enjoyed that. I didn't at the time though, which was weird. But I don't know, it's odd.
I think, haven't we got another 100% possibly happening?
If we get enough
Is it this
drivers,
Sunday?
yeah, this Sunday coming after the end of the season.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if we get enough drivers, we'll do it. That'll be quite interesting. Cause it's round Baku, so
Yeah.
that's
I might have to not do comms then if it's this Sunday. Oops. No, I don't think I can race for that amount of time. Like last night, we were on for so long that I started to get a migraine. So I don't think I'd be able to race for the full 100% distance. I think 50% a week is enough for me.
Are you doing the classics this next season?
Oh god, yeah.
That
If I
was
wasn't
Jack's
doing the
favourite
classics, I
thing.
wouldn't be JB, would I?
True.
That was Jack's favourite thing.
It literally is. I was begging for the classics to come back after the first season ended. I loved it.
This setup is fucking hell.
It's a bit slidey, isn't it? Oh! It doesn't like the soft tyres, this setup.
No, it doesn't, does it? I was just thinking that.
So, who do you think is going to win the Drivers' Championship between Techno and Ramovac?
Well, if you're not aware, in the group chat, Techno put in about his controller not working, so
Someone's just spam.
the question is, oi! It's a Toro Rosso.
Yes.
The question is Techno's controller going to limit him to winning it? And purely because he's my teammate right now and I have to play the team game, I'm going to say Ram. Ram's been on top form since he's come back. I don't think he's had a really bad race.
It's
Not
like
really.
17 points difference between Ramovac and
I think it's
Techno.
too much. I think it is too much now.
Well, Techno seems to have, since Belgium, he seemed to have had this little niggle in the back of his mind which is causing him to crash a bit.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
agree,
the question,
but
is that crash going to still be there?
I think he'll be practicing a lot.
And then there's outside issues, there's other issues like a racing incident between two drivers that could fall into Ram's
Affect, yeah.
favour,
Or it could fall into
or
Techno's favour.
a bodged pit stop. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
is-
going to be interesting. I wouldn't want to be the person who crashed one of them out, though.
Oh, I just half spun. Yeah, I think most drivers will probably get out the way. I've already said pretty forcefully if they want to get out the way, they've got to race me. I mean, you can get close to me, and I'll probably I won't put up so much of a fight, but I will I will want to race them. I mean, versus my awful performance at Brazil, which thank God is not on the channel. Yeah, it just doesn't. I don't want to be the one to just move out of the way. I don't want to Schumacher Vettel it, 2012.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get out of the way as such, but I'm not gonna hold one of them up to the point that they lose the championship. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not gonna Vitali Petrov it then.
No.
It's interesting because even though it's on a game, everyone still wants to be the best. It shows how much we really wish we could have been F1 drivers.
Yeah, definitely, I agree with that.
Oh god, I just went up on 2 wheels. I don't know if any of the times in this practice are going to actually mean anything, seeing as the race is in dusk to night, isn't it?
Yeah, but you might get a fair time in the quali, because that'll be going into sunset then, won't it?
Yeah, that's the same thing, but I'm just thinking, this practice is so sunny and the temperatures will be so hot, so it's like there's not really much you can do with it, So I think we should probably explain the car choices.
What car choices?
The car choices for GP2 in that, just in case people don't know what's going to happen with it. You don't want to get to like the end of the season and everyone messaging you, oh, I want to be in this car, I want to be in that car.
Yeah, so it's going to be...
It's going to go by standings in the Drivers' Championship. So Drivers' Champion will get first choice. Depending on what league what division it goes in, it's not actually confirmed that yet.
He hasn't won it yet, Adam.
Well, like I said, it's a lot for
the driver's
to do.
Potential champion has not confirmed it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whoever wins the championship gets first pick of the car, no matter what division they want to be in next season. And then we go to the constructors' championships, and we see who's won that. Both drivers get a pick. And then we go down drivers.
Me and Lee.
Williams have already won the championship.
Yeah, they did well though.
But,
Josh and Lee did well.
They did really well.
Adam, you can take some credit for it because of your 4th place in Australia.
Yeah, man, that was good.
Round
decent
1,
points.
back before it was streamed.
Yeah. That was the reason we won the constructors, because of Adam.
Yeah, all my hard work in that race wiping out Lee.
Yeah.
I think, okay, if you could add one function that worked into this game, just before we go on to real F1, what would it have been for the league racing?
The safety car to work properly.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly what I was going to say. I think safety car would have been great, especially like Belgium. When there was a fair few crashes, it would have been nice to bring the pack together and give me a shot to try and chase after Dave coming to get you. But I wasn't sure if that was going to happen anyway. He's just so damn quick.
I think safety car helps a race sometimes. When there's loads of space, it can make the race a bit more exciting for people who are watching.
Yeah, definitely agree. But it's just you can't run it in this game.
No, it's just.
It'd be nice
bad.
if like the host, if he was in spectator mode, he could he or they could choose when to like deploy the safety car or something. If the race was getting boring, just deploy it on say lap 10 when everyone's like second loads apart.
Can do that.
Well, they could. It'd be funny.
He couldn't.
Fuck FIA rules.
Bring out the safety car every lap.
I would.
Yeah, Jack
I
would.
genuinely would. I don't know why T. Jonas is trying to race me. I'm on a quick lap, and you've just come out the pits.
I've got another.
Oh my god, he's genuinely pushing me. Mate, hang on. Streaming on the channel. Don't swear.
What performance would you say has been the best by like a driver? Like who's had the best performance at a race? Like just like I think Decadent at Silverstone, that was pretty.
You know my feelings on Silverstone, Josh.
I can't really remember what happened in Silverstone.
I could have won that race.
I crashed bad.
I could have won that race.
Go on, what happened, Jack?
Well, virtual safety car came out, and that virtual safety car was for no apparent reason, and it caused me and Humbug to get slowed up. Humbug, we had a laps car in front of us, Mercedes, S. Graham. He wasn't going to let us through because obviously you can't really overtake, and we weren't sure if it would pick up as an overtake, as it was behind blue flags under the virtual safety car. So Humbug plants the throttle at the restart a little bit too early, gets an illegal overtake, brakes on the racing line, and I go into the back of him.
I bet that was really painful as well.
There was a lot of words that came out of my mouth that race, and I don't have any remorse for what I've said. I genuinely wasn't happy with that. You know what? Don't get me through, because he's been sat on my rear wing. But yeah, I wasn't happy. I ended up with bruises all down my leg from where I punched it. I really wasn't happy.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, well, when I get angry, I'm not going to lob the controller, am I? I need it. It's my steering wheel.
At least you got your priorities right, man.
Yeah, it's alright. It's my leg. I don't need it. I've got another one. I'll just hop around. It's just that really, really annoyed me. It was just obviously there was nothing the stewards could do about it because it was completely in game, but it just happened that it had to be on the racing line and I had to be following him. I wasn't following all on his gearbox actually. I gave him like 2 car whips, but he just broke so early that I just couldn't do anything about it.
You bet.
Hello, Chopper.
Yeah, Mark.
How are we getting on?
Good buddy, what about yourself?
Live on the internet right now.
Excellent.
So, Jack,
Max, yeah.
no, what about Honda? It looks like they've improved this season in the done a ton of laps. Oh, I've lost
They
it.
have, but it's depending on how much the other engine suppliers have been sandbagging. It's like McLaren, for instance, have done all their running on hypersoft tyres.
They got a ton of data as well on the last test, didn't they? 136 laps, I think it was, on the last day.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, because it was the only viable day to do it because of how wet it was everywhere.
Well, at least the reliability's there, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's there. I reckon they'll be. I think they'll be just outside the top 10. I reckon McLaren right now will be just inside the top 10. I think like 8th or 9th will be their time just on the base Renault engine. But I read something earlier that Red Bull were running the 2016 ERS from the Renault engine, so I don't know if that's all cars or just Red Bull. I don't even know if it's true, but it doesn't seem promising if they're having to run the 2016 gear.
Yeah.
That's a shame because we need McLaren at the front. Still, if I remember correctly, I think it was 2015. 2016. Jensen in the McLaren got more airtime than Lewis because he was actually battling people, or trying to battle people at least. He's at least battling the manners.
But it's good to see McLaren that they're back. Well, potentially.
Yeah, they've got to be back, and Merc were never going to give them another engine because they're a threat.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
won't give Red Bull an engine because they're a threat to their dynasty.
So it makes total sense to me not to.
I mean, if I don't know, it does make sense, especially with Red Bull, because Red Bull obviously they're a team that can beat them. I think McLaren, they definitely could beat Mercedes. Their chassis always work. Well, yeah. It's just, 2013 that can be ignored, but I just think that McLaren need to be back at the front. They need to have McLaren. It's like it's a historic team. They're the second most successful team in Formula One, and yet they've had such bad luck for the last 3 years just sucks.
That's not
And
bad.
being a McLaren fan, it's not brilliant.
Yeah, I'm a McLaren fan. I wouldn't say bad luck. I'd say it was a bad decision.
Yeah, I'd say the same.
See, I've often questioned whether Ron Dennis did it out of rose-tinted glasses, because he first joined McLaren when they were in the Honda era. So he was dominating with Honda, so he must have looked at it and gone, oh, okay. They want to come back into Formula 1. We used to do amazing with them. Let's see how they do it this time. Or he did it out of spite to the executives of McLaren.
I don't know. It's a weird decision, isn't it? And it's just a weird situation that what they went through.
It was odd because seeing how dominant Mercedes were in 2014, and then see McLaren go, well, we're going to leave Mercedes and go for an unknown engine that's had no development. It's like, why? Mercedes can actually deliver you good results.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just that I think
not
there was
every
something
year,
more to that deal.
Yeah, but the car they built around the power unit has not been great every season. Only last season it was decent around like the slower tracks.
Yeah. 2014's chassis was awful. I think the 2016 one wasn't bad. It just
They're not going to
struggled.
get anywhere unless they get a good engine, though, are they?
No,
You can
because
have
if
the
they're
best
constantly
chassis.
at the back, that's just going to
Yeah.
lower the team's expectations, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you could see it was, to be honest, it was pissing Fernando off.
Oh, yeah.
Fernando was just bored then. He was just, no, I don't want to do it. Especially like some of the things he came out with, like driving like I'm an amateur. And then there was one bit where Honda said that he was driving that's right, 2017 at Belgium, they said that Fernando was driving too fast, so the engine decided to kill itself. I mean, it's a Grand Prix car, for God's sake. It's meant to go faster than anything imaginable, you know? It's just, I don't know. I've got strong feelings about Honda, but I'm happy that Toro Rosso seem to be doing well with it. I quite like Toro Rosso.
Yeah,
But it's obvious why Toro Rosso have got a Honda engine, isn't it?
Yeah, so Red Bull can see how it goes.
Yeah. If it suddenly gets quick, Red Bull will want the engine. And then, obviously, Verstappen will become champion, and Ricciardo will piss off and leave because everyone knows that Red Bull's going to pick Verstappen over Ricciardo.
Yeah, that was set as soon as he joined.
Versus Ricciardo, he's already looking for places out. He's going to be, I reckon he'll be in a Ferrari soon. But Seb won't be happy with that because he beat Seb in Red Bull. And he won't be, and he just won't be happy with it in general. I think Seb will just keep moaning. But to be honest, I think 2019, and me and Josh had discussed this at length, I reckon 2019 will probably be Lewis's last year in Formula 1.
Yeah.
You reckon?
I honestly do. I think he's done. I think he's getting bored now.
I agree.
I mean, you see, there's certain bits where you see he tries so hard, like Silverstone 2017. He wanted that win,
Yeah.
and he wanted to do well at this circuit, that circuit, and he did. But the Mercedes car wasn't perfect this year, was it? Like 2017, was it?
No.
It was definitely not. It struggled massively at certain circuits. And when he was passed so easily by Verstappen at Malaysia, that showed that Max has the talent, but he just doesn't have the car. And to be honest, I don't mind Max when he's in the car. When he's out the car, he's an arrogant sod. You know?
There's plenty of drivers there who are talented enough for the top teams, but never given a chance.
Yeah, I mean, Palmer, it's controversial, Palmer. He had the talent. He could have got points on several occasions. Like 2016 Hungary, he was running 10th until he span it on his own. He had the talent, but also he had all the bad luck. Like 2017 British Grand Prix, that sucked.
Yeah,
That sucks. I mean, I was there as well. There was just a collective sigh from the crowd because it was like, he's crap, we know that, but we want another British driver. We've got one British driver in Grand Prix in Formula 1 versus Formula E, which have 4. Like,
I've always wanted to see Nico Hulkenberg in not a front-running car, but in a better car. I think he's got a lot of talent.
He's got the talent. He got pole position in Williams. He's got the talent he's got the talent for at least a 2nd place. We know that. Yeah. It's just he seems to have the worst luck in cars. Almost like Fernando when he joined Ferrari at the wrong time.
Yeah, it doesn't fall right for him. The opportunities never sort of fell at a decent team. So
yeah, we all know that most drivers in 2018 are on a 1-year contract. They're on a 1-year contract because as soon as 2019 happens, most of the 2-year contractors are up. I think the only people that aren't up are Seb, potentially Lewis, and Max. Those are the only ones that will be up. So you can have anyone essentially in any car in 2019.
I think Lewis is going to sign again. Obvious. But I've got a feeling that after his next contract, I've got a feeling he's going to go to Ferrari.
I don't think he'll ever go to Ferrari.
I've said that to you, Jack, that I think he would.
Yeah, but I heard that Seb has a clause in his contract that allows him to pick his teammate.
Yeah, see, I don't think Seb will be there though at that point.
Yeah, I think he'll go Mercedes.
I think it'd be an interesting thing if Ferrari and Mercedes swap drivers. If Seb goes to Ferrari and Lewis goes to Seb goes to Merc and Lewis goes to Ferrari.
Yeah,
I think that'd be interesting to see how much difference there will be in Formula 1 at that point. To be honest, I've always said I don't think Seb's ever going to win the championship with Ferrari. I think he's just got too much bad luck. And last year was completely... It was Ferrari's fault as well as his own. Yeah. Like that spark plug, I think they rendered it down to being able to cost £52.
Yeah.
That's stupid, man.
That's Ferrari for you. They seem to skip on everything.
So, Jack,
I'm not
what's
sure
been getting at you this week? Come on.
Pardon? I missed that.
Your life. What you been up to?
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
I had to go out this morning, and I set all my alarms for 8:30. Wake up at 8:30, roll over, go back to sleep. I'm meant to be leaving at 10. Wake up at 25 to 10.
Oh crap.
I had the quickest shower on the planet.
That's mental, man.
Yeah.
Mark, what do you want to do in Season 2 in the Premier? Obviously, you're a Premier driver, so what's your targets?
Not finish last.
Oh, you won't finish last.
There's some pretty pacey guys in there.
Yeah, well, you won't finish last. People will be inept because they'll make silly moves. Everyone makes silly moves at least once in their racing career, especially in league racing.
No ABS is an issue as well.
Yeah.
That's going to take a bit of time to
get used to, yeah.
Yeah, got to transition over to the wheel as well next year.
Yeah, true. You've got a lot in, yeah.
I'm not expecting much, I've got a lot of change, so...
What about you, Josh? How are you doing with the ABS and stuff like that?
I'm doing alright with the ABS. I've pretty much nailed it. Pretty much, apart from in the rain. I struggle with it in the rain. Because you pretty much can't put full brakes on in the rain, otherwise you lock up. But yeah, in the dry I can do it around most tracks that I've tried, so I should be alright. It'll just take a little bit of time to get confident enough to start doing moves on people and stuff with it. It's alright just going around a track, just doing like laps, but it's when you've got to like go past someone, or that's when you gotta be able to trust your braking, I guess.
How did you improve your speed though from like the start of the season to? Because like Peter, like Ramavad was a good second in front of you at the start of the season,
Yeah.
and now you're actually able to beat him in a race. How did you do that?
Practice, I guess. Just more practice and. Don't know. Yeah, just practice more really, and just get better setups. Setups is the key thing, I think, to being quick. Obviously, you got to sort of know what you're doing, but I think setups is the main thing, really.
Setups will always impact on your race. We've had absolutely awful setups before, haven't we? And
Yeah.
but we've still done pretty well.
I was only 4
But it's
minutes
always
left.
it can be down to the driver at the same time. Sorry, I'm just writing something.
I think it's pretty interesting that Roadrunner's quite near you, Josh.
How far away
I
is
know
it?
Roadrunner from another league that I used
Just
to
under 6
commentate on,
tenths.
and he's pretty good.
What?
His race awareness is there.
The gap is 6 tenths of a second between you and him.
Oh. Yeah. I want the division to be full of quick guys, and it'd be just really competitive and just good racing. That's what you want, really, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the classics would be good as well when they restart, 'cause it's going to be a bit bigger than
Yeah.
it was this time, plus
Yeah.
different tracks.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to get in that MP4-6 in the first race. I wanted that car to be at Monaco, but instead we chose a Renault, which I was sorely against, but you know.
I don't know, it does spice a bit up if you've got a car that's probably not suited for the track. Can make it interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We're not doing Monaco in Classics this year, are we?
No.
No, we got Baku instead, haven't we?
I
think
thought
so.
we were doing the car.
No, Monaco didn't get picked.
I know we got Malaysia.
Yeah, Malaysia's. I quite like Malaysia. A lot of people slate it, but I quite like
I don't like Malaysia one bit.
No, it's horrible. Horrible track.
It's just horrible. I remember in the league race, I got out on the curb and I span across. Actually, I span across you, Mark, and
That's
I
right, yeah, I
I
remember that.
went into the barrier and just took my wing off, and took my wheel off, even though I just wasn't happy. I really wasn't happy, and then obviously Japan, DNF in Japan as well. A week later, that was not nice for me. But I think those are two races where Fletch did really well. So it seems to be like a pendulum effect between me and Fletch.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
When Fletch has a good race, I have an awful one, and when he has a good race, when he has a bad race, I have a good one.
This and next lap invalidated. Nice one. What
That's
for?
one thing that's got to be pulled out of this game next year.
Honestly, what for? I've just come out of the pits and I literally ran wide.
Yeah, I just honestly I don't think that should be in the game. I don't think they do that in FIA.
Maybe
I don't think
maybe in the
FIA do
last
that.
corner. Maybe last corner you can understand it, but not halfway through.
Not if you've just left the pits, no.
I literally was just left the pits and this and next lap invalidated.
You gonna
Alright,
fuck
here's a
off,
question to all three of you guys, just off the subject of the game being awful. What's one thing that all drivers in this league, in the two leagues, in the two divisions, could possibly improve on coming into the next season?
What do you mean, like everyone as a group? Sort
Yeah,
of, like-
everyone as a collective. What do you think we could all improve on?
Don't know. There's nothing majorly wrong, I don't think.
I think some drivers need to commit better to the league.
Yeah, I do agree
Yeah.
with that.
Obviously, we're not
Yeah.
naming names here. None of us are.
No.
No, generalisation. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree
I
with
reckon-
that. Probably.
For me, it's not just that. I think race awareness sometimes needs to be improved.
I think race
blue flag,
awareness,
for
from what
instance.
I've dealt with, is not too bad. I don't think I've never been crashed out by anyone or anything like that.
I mean, I
I think
have, but
I think it's improved from the start of this. The first race I had was Bahrain, and from then to now, it's definitely got better.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think it's got
You
better.
can always,
I've only been
you can
here
always
half a
improve on it.
Yeah, you can always improve on it, but I don't think it's a massive issue.
No.
Also, drivers quitting mid-race when they ain't got terminal damage.
Yeah.
Oh, that annoys me.
Yeah, man. The
Just like,
ghosting
it's not, even
cars.
if it doesn't affect me, it just annoys me. Just it popping up, this person has left, or that person. It looks like there was a crash actually there.
I think it was Lee.
Slingers
Oh
leaves.
no, there's 2 yellow flags at 2 different sectors, so they just happen to retire at the same time.
I'm trying to think what else.
I think there's not nothing major. Turn 1s have been getting better every race.
Yeah,
For the
turn
odd
ones don't
exception.
seem to be a massive problem, no.
I don't think there'll be much more issues. I think mainly the issues were coming from, at least what I experienced, the issues were coming from the safety car periods. With the virtual safety car, everyone would trip over each other thinking, am I meant to be here? Am I meant to be there? It's just that's what I experienced, at least at the Austria and Silverstone when we had it on.
Yeah, the safety car was stupid, I agree with that. I don't think there's anything the drivers need to... There's no major problems.
No, there's nothing really.
Lag, that's an issue.
Yeah, I've had complaints about lag, about my own lag, and I've complained as well. I just hope that my lag sorted itself out enough. I think I found the root cause is that I had like a million things on the internet at the same time. So I have my Echo on at the same time, so I've unplugged her as well as that's wide, as well as doing other things in the session.
Yeah. So Adam, would you want to move up to the Premier in Season 3? Was that something you want to do, or do you want to stick to GP2, or what?
Yeah, I suppose that'd be the best thing to do, but then it's got to work out with doing commentating as well.
Yeah.
I think if I want to race, I've got to kind of commit myself to staying on a Tuesday.
Yeah. What about you, Jack? You want to stick with GP2 for the future?
I'm pretty happy with how GP2 is. I'd much rather stay in GP2 than have to recalibrate my brain to have to do redo like new assists and that. I know I'm going to attempt for the start of Season 3 on the 2018 game to race with medium traction, but if I'm not competitive at all, I will be putting it back up into full traction. I want to be competitive, you know.
Yeah.
I will always say, I know this is not high on anybody's priority list, but I want helmets to look better in the 2018 game.
Yeah.
I just want a whopping great big number 13 on the top of my helmet. What? I'm a Jensen fan. I want to have like the numbers on the top of the helmet like he did. How about top wish for the 2018 game that it doesn't include bits of the already features in the game that don't work?
Real time weather for that circuit that you're racing. That'd be awesome.
Race
like
pit
live.
stops. Race pit stops in quali.
I would like live delta on my gaps, the car in front, instead of getting given to you in sectors.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be good. I
See,
think
they've
that'd
all
be
got
good.
nice, interesting things to do. The thing, I just want the helmets to look good.
I think the race quality's got to be race like the in qualifying you can do a quick pit stop. Do you know what I mean? So they go in and then go out and waste about a minute just in the pits. Do you know what I mean?
Or like some way to skip the whole getting in and out thing.
Yeah, it's nice.
It
But
takes
it's,
ages, doesn't it? At the moment.
It does, but at the same time, it's realistic. But
It
and
is,
then
but-
again, it's not realistic. It's such a grey area, isn't it?
It just takes so long. I think it takes.
That's one glitch I've discovered. If your teammate and you press the ready up button in qualifying at the same time, you get held until that teammate goes. So I've just been held behind Adam.
Yeah, it's probably whoever's first team driver gets out first, I imagine.
That'd be amazing.
I don't know. It's ridiculous. And yet, me and Adam are both running number 13 in the car, which is embarrassing.
God, the wings, man. Are you sure 1.5's the way to go?
It feels lovely.
I've got 3.6.
Have you put yours up? Because I've just put mine up today as well.
I'm keeping 1.5. I felt great.
It works, but it's just that pointy
My
end.
back end was a bit happy.
Yeah.
My back end's fine. Maybe it's because of full traction. What's one thing we could all think we personally need to improve on coming into this season, into season 2 in GP2 and Premier alike?
Easy for me, not crashing. I
I've
crash
actually
too
got
much.
2 things.
I don't know
Quality for me.
Well, I've got 2 things. One is to improve my qualifying, and 2 is to stop moaning to the stewards every 5 minutes.
Yeah, I bet
Because
they
even
appreciate
that's starting
that.
to annoy me.
I don't know
Do you
what.
find a lot to complain about, Jack?
I'm hypercritical of things. So I see something and my brain immediately goes, that's not right. I've always been like it, it's just how I am.
Has anyone got any ideas what like? Colin pace is good.
Not crashing out to Silverstone?
Yeah.
Not crashing out to Austria? No, Austria wasn't your fault.
Yeah, but I've turned that around. I haven't crashed now in apart from obviously the League versus League, which had a bit of a nightmare in, but
I loved the League versus League. I thought that was a great success.
It was, yeah. It was really decent.
Yes, yeah. Wish we would have won if Josh would have not crashed.
yeah.
Just,
No, all hangs on the balance of one driver, and he happens to be Josh, which is funny. I think other things we can talk about.
I guess
Right,
for me,
so
going into season. Oh, go on, Jack.
No. You do it because yours was about the previous question.
Yeah, mine would probably get more comfortable with no assist because that's what I want to do. Learn no assists.
yeah, me too. Learn the wheel for me as well. That's probably line number 1.
Yeah. So controversially, Red Bull changed. Came out with a camo livery just for one little video session.
Yeah. I think it was better than their.
Yeah. Then they swapped it back to the standard Red Bull colours.
And I think their old livery was better. The test one, definitely.
The test one was absolutely better than the thing. It just added a bit of spice and something new to the car, which was enjoyable. But I just feel that I don't know if teams should be allowed to do that anymore. Adam, what happened there?
I'm not concentrating. I've not put enough fuel in, have I? I did the out lap and I've got not enough fuel for the time lap.
Well, you should go into lean mix then when you come out of the pits.
Ah man, I swear to God.
Even when you're in the pit lane, you can do it.
I know. I knocked it down to normal and I thought it'll be alright. I put 3.5 laps in.
7-1 clutch. Nice, mate.
Yeah.
I need to improve on that. My time was not good, 39.7. I just
38.
But do you think teams should release their livery to start with the first car, or do you think they should be allowed to change it like that drastically?
Yeah. I mean, it was only it was only going to be a test livery, wasn't it? They never said this is our livery or anything like that.
Yeah, but at the same time, it got lots of people's hopes up that they were doing something different. Like McLaren, they've done something drastically different since last year. arguably, it's very that livery McLaren I've currently got is very love and hate. I personally
Right,
adore
Jack.
it. Yeah, I was getting out of the way for you because I'm going in.
I'm getting in as well.
Well, I was getting out of the way of Adam because I thought he got sick of looking at the back of my car.
A little bit.
I'll have to see how
I
it
thought you
enough
went
in
off.
GP2.
I thought you crashed or something.
No. Adam will have to see enough of the back of my car in GP2, so.
Oh.
Are you going in, Josh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Jesus! It's
Oh, it had to be me.
Did you turn into... What happened then? Did I hit you?
He
or
turned
did you-
in to slip in behind you and didn't turn.
Damn it.
And now he's going to be stuck behind me for a bit.
Oh, no, it's going to take about 5 minutes.
Oh, fucking hell.
You got to get your crew out as well. Love your helmet, though,
See,
Adam.
this takes ages, doesn't it? If you could just
Yeah.
do quick.
See, this is bullshit.
Can
Yeah.
you do,
This wouldn't be for real.
couldn't you do Return to Garage on previous games?
No, that's only on career mode and stuff like that, I think.
I'm sure you could
It's
do it
only
online.
offline. You couldn't do it online. You always had to drive into the pits.
I think manual pit stops are actually being able to drive in the pit stops and turning into your, obviously where you pit stop is and like actually being able to drive an actual
Yeah.
pit lane.
I
I think that'd be a cool feature.
that would be good, but they'd have to really like increase the if a car was coming past, they would not be able to allow you to go out, you know, because you can seriously screw someone up in the pit lane.
Yeah.
Or just that you
And if
could line up
if there's a
yourself
crash
on
in
the
the pit
grid.
lane, what are you gonna do?
No, if you like, if you could line yourself up on the grid instead of computer taking over, that'd be cool.
And I think there should be a cooldown lap at the end. You should be able to take control of the
Yes.
like another lap.
Oh, yeah.
After
That'd
the
be
race.
brilliant for like e-racing and that, especially like us, because then you could just
Yeah.
sit on the you can sit on the winner and just talk about his race, or you can talk, if it's someone's last race in the league, you talk about how their performance has been since they first started.
Yeah, I agree. That would be a good thing to add. I'm trying to think what else.
I on the subject of like classic cars and that, and I've said this constantly, I'm really in the mood to have a classic, as in a classic golden age Formula One car, like 1960s Formula One car. A car with that's meant to just go fast, no safety in it, you know.
Yeah.
I'd love that. I'd love. See, they could talk to Brabham and ask if they could have like a BRM or something. Not even Brabham, sorry. Talk to BRM or whoever the hell was related to BRM and ask if they could have their name and take one of their cars, or talk to Honda and see if they can have one of their 60s Honda owned cars in that. I think it'd be good. I think just limiting it at the latest, with the earliest car in this game being Senna's 4-4 was good, but to be honest, like, who wants to drive Hacken's McLaren?
Yeah.
Who wants to drive Damon Hill's Williams even? I mean, everyone wants to drive the Williams FW14B, but no one wants like the 96 Williams or whatever the hell it was, you know?
Yeah.
I just feel that they missed a beat on some of these cars. That could have been brilliant, you know.
I just want them to release the game where it works properly.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah.
A bit like 2013. When 2013 came out, it was absolutely perfect. I don't think there was
I
any
think that might be
glitches
a
or
bit.
anything.
I think that might be a bit too much to ask for, though.
Especially with
works.
Codemasters.
Yeah.
I think Codemasters, the only reason they've still got the game is because it's pretty cheap right now. They cheat. They're pretty cheap with the making of the game. Versus another studio, say the people who run Project Cars wanted it. But
I think
they
someone might. Go on, Jack. You go.
yeah. But they would probably just implement it into the Project Cars games, which wouldn't be fair.
Alright, I need a
No,
chainsaw.
yeah, it's got to be a game by itself, definitely.
It has got to be.
I think someone like EA Sports or someone like that would be.
Oh,
Every car would be a DLC.
EA would ruin it.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you,
really
you can only do the first 5 races of the season, but you have to buy this DLC pack. It would literally be that way,
Yeah, but
to be
at
honest.
least it'd be a game that would work.
I mean, did you pay
I've
the
seen
original
this year's
EA
FIFA
that
list.
they released through the F1?
Yeah. No, I didn't check, to be honest with you.
That was back on the Xbox original. And it was shit. It gave me a migraine. Hated it.
What was that?
The original F1 game that they had on the Xbox.
Who made it?
Not good at that time.
Or the people who make Assetto Corsa.
They're
They've got
partnered with
really-
Ferrari, I think. Oh, I've just been eclipsed by Roadrunner.
I've not left myself enough time to get round.
I'm on a poor lap.
You're fine. I think you'll
Me too.
just get round, Adam.
I won't get another one in.
Oh, it's going to be close. 4. Oh, I've had a bit of wheel spin.
Oh, you got it. Go, 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 go.
Oh,
Go. You're Alonsoing it. Go.
Well,
I literally went through on 0.
You did. Alonso Silverstone. He now going third, taking that away from me.
Oh, I've lost it. Didn't improve.
I still have time to find. I just didn't do the best
Sixth.
timed lap.
Rubbish. Although I was on the supers.
Oh, I missed my breaking point. What an idiot. Ruined it.
We're quiet now just to give Adam some time.
We're all watching.
Yeah, add to the pressure.
You're a second up, mate. You're fine. Well, actually, wait. I've just seen your time. Oh wow, GP1 Hamilton going third, quicker than Linnell. I was happy with my lap time. No, I'm not.
What do we do? 50% then?
25.
Oh, I wish I'd knew that. I thought I'd quality on the fucking supers.
How much you up, Adam?
Oh, I don't even know. 'Cause
Second.
I've done such a crap lap before.
Oh.
I need to change the
Fucking
wing.
stuffing out, man.
Do you use
Yeah.
medium traction, Adam, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, 11th.
I think you just need
Automatic
more
gears
practice,
or
mate.
manual?
I use automatic.
Yeah.
He's me just with manual traction.
Damn it, man. Okay.
At least you're starting on fresh tyres.
Oh yeah, that makes it so much better that I'm at the back of the grid with fresh tyres. You seen how terrible I am?
Yeah, here you see a preview to GP2 Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. I should probably preview to every race.
Who do you think's going to win on Wednesday, Mark?
No.
No, I
What
mean
do you
the
mean?
championship.
Do you mean the championship?
Yeah,
I've just got to say Ram, I think, mate.
Ah, it's
Oh,
2
I
versus
can't.
2.
I can't see him. Unless Techno controller is bad.
Yeah. I don't know whether
I
that's
can't
bullshit or
see.
whether that's legit. But
I can't see Techno. I can't see unless Techno crashes. Techno's got to crash, really.
the crash
Well, he
last
did
week,
the other
didn't
points as well, let's say.
he? If he didn't
Yeah,
crash
he did
last
crash.
week,
Yeah, he's crashed
No.
2 weeks in a row now, hasn't he? Did he
Yeah,
crash in
that's what I
Mexico? No, he came second in Mexico, didn't he? But he
No,
did
he
have an
massively
incident.
crashed into the back of me, but that's about it.
right, good luck, fellas.
Yeah,
See,
good
the
luck.
top 4 Prem drivers right there. Oh god.
Holy
That was-
fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, I thought I missed my braking point there. Oh, God, Hamilton! Oh,
Ooh.
That was close.
yeah. That was no one's fault. Our tyres just got stuck together there.
Yeah, side pod glitch.
I thought I'd given him enough distance, to be honest, but I didn't.
Oh, come on, man. God, give me some space. What the hell?
There's a bloody
GP
quick on
Hamilton's having a go at Lee.
Oh, big crash there. And Gamey's just shoved it down my inside. And, oh, Decadence turned into me. Adam, I see you.
There we go.
I'm trying to give some distance because I'm not sure if I'm lagging or not.
Whoa.
Gamey does some fantastic moves sometimes.
He's very hard to get past in the race. Say it on comms every week.
I think he's one of the most improved drivers.
Yeah, I'd say his racecraft's improved a lot.
Yeah,
Full spin.
I think he'll do well in GP2.
Yeah, I love it. You're talking about my new teammate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I managed to snatch Gamey up before anyone else got him after his previous teammate was unfortunately removed from the league. Oh, I'm lagging, I think. Oh.
Oh, I've lost it, man. What the hell is the matter with me?
Whoa, why is Jonas going slow? He's just going slow on the racing line. That's something I've found a bit weird sometimes in this league, is that I've found drivers just going slow on the racing line for no straight reason, you know?
I found a lot of drivers let you past as well. I've been let past.
Yeah,
a
no
lot
one
of times.
battles.
Yeah,
like
no,
Hungary, no one battled me. I was quite disappointed about that. I really wanted to fight.
I think early season they probably will. First couple of races they'll probably battle hard.
Decadent's not happy.
Yeah, I know. What happened to Decadent?
I can see Gamey, right, I'm miles away from him, but he's going defensive quite a lot. Like, off the line, loads. I mean, maybe that should be, like, improved of how far back he thinks that drivers can make moves, you know?
Yeah. He's just a very defensive driver, I think.
I mean, I get that, but you don't need to be going defensive every corner.
Yeah, there is a limit, because you lose time from getting defensive, so...
What lap you pitting?
Oh crap, yeah, we're teammates, aren't we? So I've got to work that one out.
I'm on the softs. No, super soft, sorry.
Yep. Super soft, well, I'll be pitting before you then, I'm on Ultras.
All these run wide, so one. Lost the back end.
I think the worst part when racing is when you get in the slipstream, but you're matching their time, so you just get close in the corners, but then as soon as you get to the straights, you're just really slow. You feel like you're not catching them at all. That's the worst part. I think I'm having it right now with Gamey, which is the worst bit.
GP1 Hamilton's gonna go past me. Bad exit.
Yeah, I'm having it again with Gamey. It's just, oh, it's not nice. It's not a nice feeling.
This setup feels right on the Ultras.
I think I feel better on fresher tyres. These tyres for me aren't very well done. Oh, I've jumped the curb. This track just does. This is just not a nice track.
They're meant to be changing
there.
it. I'm sure they said they were changing the track after for this year. I may be wrong.
Way too many 90-degree corners. Way too many. It's a bit like Russia.
Russia's nice though because it's a semi-street circuit in a way.
Yeah, but it's literally all 90-degree corners. What?
Two of the review drivers have just ploughed into each other.
Who?
I think that was GP1 Hamilton and who else in the Toro Rosso. Not Jonas, because Jonas is behind me.
Oh,
Pedal
it's
for the-
TJ Ernest's friend, I think.
It's not wrong with GP1 Hamilton's racing, mate. Just had
No,
two laps
Hamilton's
in the wheel to
brilliant. He
wheel.
got past me brilliantly. Took the
Wheel to
opportunity and
wheel,
got
man.
past me grandly.
Give space every single time.
See,
Yeah.
that's something that should be good.
That's
I
what
think
you want.
leaving space is something else that needs to be improved
I
sometimes.
think in the Formula division, it shouldn't be that much of a problem with space and all of that. I think most drivers are good. No Premier even, what am I on about?
Formula
I
2.
think most,
Oh, look at that. I've got no grip. What is the matter with me?
I think most
I got no
drivers
grip
sort
either.
of know what they're doing.
I think most drivers in GP2 know what they're doing and just make some bad
Yeah.
mistakes sometimes.
Go on board yours, Josh. Be more exciting than what I could do.
You might want to jump on board with me. I'm lining up a move on Gamey.
Go on, Jack. There you go, done.
I was from pretty far back as well. He left the door really wide open.
Daniel Ricciardo.
Daniel Ricciardo. That's our lovely code word there for when we dive bomb. Normally I yell it, but I can't be asked to yell it tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change this setup for the race. It's not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
I'm
sliding a bit. Ooh, T. Jonas just ploughed into into Gamey. No, I'm sliding a bit, but I'm clear. I'm there, you know.
I've
I
got
think there's too much ballast, I think.
tons of slip and everything. Can't even accelerate at the corner properly.
Might want to turn it up to full traction for a bit, Adam.
Well,
That's
he
code
could
for
do
your
that if he
crap.
wasn't already in the commentary box.
Oh yeah, you retired, didn't you? But like for the race, first couple of races, just like get back into it.
Yeah, I just need to. I need to race a bit more. I think I'm just terrible.
I mean,
at
the
it.
worst thing you could do is be my pace.
Yeah, but you're quite fast, Jack.
I'm fast in the race because I know when to push and when not to push, you know.
True, but I suppose the good thing is that you must get angry in the race. That must spur you on.
Oh yeah, I'm like Alonso. You know when Alonso used to get really angry and you knew that the engineers weren't talking to him because he's pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me sometimes. Like particularly last night in another Liga racing, that was a particularly annoyance. Turn 1, I got pinned between two drivers, which originally I thought was no one's fault, but looking back on it, I believe it's Toro Rosso's fault for diving down the inside.
So at least you found whose fault it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brazil was completely my fault, but I absolutely launched and ripped into Fletch because he spoke at the same time as it happened. I was so angry. The thing is, when I'm angry, everyone finds it funny, but not like in a mean way, because just of what I say. Because I don't always just swear. I'll just like yell at the most posh things in the world.
I don't think you've ever said anything posh though.
It's just the accent, isn't it? Everyone thinks that I'm posh. He says
What,
that
'cause of
it
your
sounded like he's the
accent?
most fucking club. I know it's. I got it all at school. It was quite funny when they were like, "Oh, it's posh. She's going for tea with X, Y, and Z." I'm thinking, "Oh."
Is that why you called yourself Lord JB then?
It was a nickname actually at school. They used to, whenever I opened my mouth to talk, usually, "Oh, look, here comes the poshman. This is Mr. Lord." So it's just a nickname, and obviously JB's my initials, and 13's my number, not Adam's. I win. I outrank Adam with the 13 because I have it tattooed on me.
Oh God, I'm so disappointed in my racing.
Mate, just have some practice. You just need to practice in that, and you just need to get used to it, because sometimes it just feels like shit, but it's the best thing for you.
Yeah, but that's
You
the
know?
thing. I don't like doing practice.
Nor do I.
These
No, I
tires have
hate
gone
it.
on.
That's why I do practice. Oh shit! That's why I do practice as a group with other people, because I get to talk.
I do practice quite a lot by myself.
Yeah, because he
Yeah, I
turns
do.
up. He comes home after work and just immediately jumps on his fucking grand amount of wheel or whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember. He just jumps in and he's like, right, okay, gonna do F1. See ya. Versus the rest of us who are just sat here just going, yeah.
I'm trying to learn Fortnite. I'm trying to get better at that. I'm terrible,
Yeah,
but I'll
I've been
get
playing
there.
Overwatch versus that. I can't do Fortnite. It doesn't interest me.
I thought it'd be your sort of game, Jack, to be honest.
I suck at it. To be honest, I suck at it, and I'm just bored of it. I played it a few times, and it just doesn't interest me anymore. Any games coming out this year that you are looking forward to?
Last of
Apart
Us.
from F1 2018.
Last of Us
Red Dead
2.
Redemption, mate.
Yes.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption, yeah.
Red Dead, Last of Us 2. I've gone completely different and gone for Detroit Becoming Human. Because I love those types of games, but I do want Red Dead and Last of Us 2.
Days Gone as well.
Days Gone. Is that the one with the guy with what's his name? Daryl from The Walking Dead in it?
Mark,
It
when
is
you
a
hit,
zombie game. I
Uh,
don't know why.
just
he
wonder.
wants to win.
No, I just wondering how many laps you can do, yeah.
Trying to stretch them out, mate.
What's the one with the guy who plays Daryl in The Walking Dead coming out? The Hideo Kojima one.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
It looks dark
God.
as fuck, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
There's that one, and then there's there's that Metal Gear
I
Survive.
think it's
That
time
looks-
to pit. Bloody mate.
What's
Oh,
that?
God. I think it's time to pit, man. Nearly swapped ends.
No, I think Metal Gear Survive. That doesn't look very good.
No, they're stretching it out now, and it's just disgusting. They made that game.
I tell you what, when I first played Phantom Pain, it actually scared me when I got to one level, to the point that I stopped playing for like 2 months.
You know what? It weren't the best game, but it was all right.
No, visually it was pretty. I liked Quiet in it. She was pretty.
I liked Snake Eater. I thought that was brilliant, and the one on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, it's good. The graphic. I did need to remaster Metal Gear 2 at least.
No, not the second one, man.
Really, Metal Gear 2 is like one of the best games apparently.
Yeah, I love that one.
I didn't like it.
All the first
I
two.
only
I love how
liked the
there's
bit
me
where I was
talking about
Snake.
this, and I'm like 4 compared to you guys.
I remember getting that originally, mate. The day it came out. The original Metal Gear.
That game was awesome.
I tell you
Getting
what,
the piss
surprisingly, I'm quite into
Yeah, I'm going in,
GTA.
mate.
And I can't wait for like GTA 6 to come out because I might actually midnight release that one. I remember I midnight released Batman Arkham Knight. I quite enjoyed that game, though it was crap.
Yeah, they won't release GTA 6 for ages, man. They're still
I hope
milking
they
everyone.
bring out a Modern Warfare 2 remastered.
That's
Oh,
heavily,
yeah.
I've heard they're doing that.
heavily
Yeah.
ruined that is, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, if they do that game, I used to spend hours playing that game.
I just, I never got into Call of Duty. I mean, I played Advanced Warfare, and that was about it. The rest of them didn't. I like space and that. I like space guns and that. And
I think the Modern
doesn't interest me.
Warfare series was brilliant. I thought the
Just Modern
stories were
Warfare
great.
2. Modern Warfare 2, the story, the multiplayer, everything on that was just perfect. It's only probably the last good COD they made.
Mark, why the hell are you on softs?
Because I had the sassy for 50% race, mate.
Why didn't you just go onto the supers, the ultras?
I didn't know how long they'd last.
You could have just changed it. I swear to God, if me and Jonas don't beat you now.
Ooh, go on then.
Trying to think. I couldn't get into the original Call of Duties because there's like too many people were like, "Oh, I'm the best in the world at this," And it's always those little 14-year-old kids who think they're the best in the world at it, and they're just like shouting down the mic at you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking took so long. So, but that's why I play Overwatch, because Overwatch is marketed at kids, but yet is played by adults versus Call of Duty, which is marketed as adults and played by kids. You know?
I don't know. COD is an adults game mostly. There's a lot of kids who do play it, but I've never had a problem with kids shouting down the mic at me.
Oh, I had it all the time in Infinite Warfare. I do have it constantly with Overwatch as well.
GTA
I have one
First,
thing that's really pissed me off. I think a nice Star Wars game that isn't a shooter would be nice to come out.
An RPG one would be amazing.
Yeah, almost like the Old Republic games.
Yeah.
I brought them on Steam and I played them like 400 times because of how much I loved them. I played them again recently, I just love them. Oh my god, dirty, yeah. Trying to think of what... I'd love it if loads more... I found the Deadpool game, for instance, on PS4 for like £25 in-game earlier.
Deadpool?
Deadpool, yeah.
Huh. Never knew there was a game.
Well, Deadpool, before the film came out, they did a game of it, and that's when loads of people got to know him. But like OG people knew him from before, like in the 90s when his comics first came out.
TJ, I'll just catch the chopper.
Yeah, I was catching until I understeered off the track.
T-Journeys is a weird one. He can be quick, and he can be slow, I think. He's a bit inconsistent. I think if he practiced a bit more, he could be up there. He has got
Where's
a
he
bit
going
of
next year?
He's going GP2, ain't he? I presume.
I don't think he's signed up.
Interesting one.
Yeah, GP2, I think he's
I'm
signed up.
understeering everywhere. Alright, okay. Does anyone have any weird traditions before doing a race or before watching the F1? What would they do?
Not nice.
See, I've got the weirdest tradition. I'll either watch Rush or I'll watch the 2017 season again. They've got it on DVD. I'll either watch one of them before like the race.
Why?
No.
I don't know. It just gets me in the mood.
That's weird.
I just
That is
it gets me racy.
Okay. Well, that's odd.
Nah, I don't do anything like that.
Yeah, you just sit on practice all day. That gets you racy enough.
Yeah.
Jack getting off on the F1 2017 before you race. Do you know what I mean?
I hate you. I hate you all.
One,
I didn't get off on it because I saw Jensen in it.
I can't do that. I can't watch back like the old races unless they're all really good races.
To be honest, they're not brilliant highlights on the DVD, but I still like it.
Yeah, it was a terrible season though.
It wasn't brilliant. It was better than 2016 because he didn't have the cheating Nico Rosberg in it.
Yeah, but that's saying, you know, a cut wrist is better than getting your head chopped off. They're still crap.
They are. It's just Mercedes, isn't it? They've built the best car now, 4 years in a row. I think it's time to fucking change the engines. V8 hybrids, I think those are what's coming next, I reckon.
Yeah.
Come on, Jack. You gonna line him up for a move?
Yeah.
There we go.
Just need to get close. I'm not gonna get in this straight. That's a tip for you if you're racing at Abu Dhabi. Never get them on the first DRS straight. Always go for the second.
Yeah. Give everyone our tips, Jack. Don't worry about it.
Always taking too much curb.
See? Look
Go
at
on,
that.
Jack. To the side, that's it.
Oh shit, my DRS isn't even open. And game thing. I moved a little in the braking zone now. Just tweaked.
Take him to the stewards, Jack.
Be right
Crash
into
into a water Silverstone. Oh!
concentration on Jack. Go on, mate.
I'm understeering it. I've got a 3-second penalty as well, that's the thing.
Who's behind Lee? Where are you, Mark?
4th, mate.
Fourth.
At least he's battling. Jeez.
I've not done anything. Literally just drove around.
This is the first
Tyre
real
wear.
battle I've had in a while.
Tyre wear doesn't seem to be.
Well, we're only on 25% race. I don't trust the tyre wear changes on this one.
Yeah. I don't really have much battles in races, to be honest. No, nothing major. Hungary was probably my best race for overtakes.
Japan was a good one as well, wasn't it?
For me,
He's bouncing around everywhere. He is.
yeah, I
Might
had a
be my
bit of a battle
connection.
with Techno at Japan. Hungary, didn't we? We had a battle, didn't we, Mark, at Hungary?
Yeah, I popped you up, didn't I?
Nah, no, but after that though. Me, you and Humber,
Oh.
do you remember? We had like a
Yeah.
6-lap battle.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's going to take
That
you.
was good fun, that was.
Oh, he's
Oh,
bloody hell! He
nasty.
hit me hard.
Hey,
Stewards?
hey.
Adam as acting steward. What do you see there?
I see nothing, mate. I ain't getting involved with stewarding.
Who was it?
He hit me. I didn't even see him. I didn't even see his
Who was
arrow
it?
pop up. But he's unsettled me loads
TJ
now.
Honest.
Oh, right.
He had DRS. And he's flinging it down the inside everywhere. I'm gonna make a move there, sunshine. Oh shit! I'm in lean mix. That's not where I want to be.
Last lap now. Go on, Jack.
No, it's like he had his DRS open, but then he just turned in and it's like my side pod hit the end of his monopod there. Not my side pod even, my tyre hit the end of his monopod. We're gonna break 3 seconds on him.
He's going to have DRS on you. Oh, he's had a bad exit. God, it cost him half a second, that exit.
Yeah, round here you can lose time everywhere.
Oh.
I don't think I'm going to break 3 seconds on him unless he's got more penalties. Fletch, the quiet man, wins.
Ah. There's Jack. You already got 2.2. You got a 3-second penalty over it.
Yeah, too many corner cuts.
Yeah, I've got 3 seconds as well.
So did I.
There I go. That's all I can do. Okay. That's good.
Take that, Jack, won't you?
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take fifth. GP1 Hamilton, after getting speared into, he has a nice helmet though, but you know. That was a good race. Just gotta hope for fifth in Wednesday's race now.
Yeah.
And obviously you're gonna see Josh's smug face on the podium.
I don't know. I don't think I will be this week.
Well, you think it might be what, Ram Techno Noak or Techno
Yeah.
Ram Noak? Or
Noak.
Noak Techno Ram Noak.
Yeah. Noik, Ram, Techno.
I don't know. It just we know for a fact that somebody cheats on their time trials, so just depending if that's actually if he's gonna try and take those lines during the race, you know.
He's not going to do that. Jesus.
Yeah.
It'd
It'd be mooted out of the race, man.
Wow, I love how everyone got 3-second penalties except for Roadrunner. Roadrunner is increasingly clean. I know him personally. No, not personally, but I know him well. I've seen how he drives. He's very clean. He's a lovely guy.
Yeah. Yeah, them two are good enough for GP1 Hamilton and Roadrunner. They're definitely alright.
I'm gonna look at the group chat quickly.
Right, well, I'll end the stream now. That was some excitement there.